Okay, it's morning. I'm trying to get my day started for the day, and absolutely good news is Ed was able to get a good night's sleep on the couch. Bad news is he's a grumpy bull right now this morning because he had a hard time getting off the couch. So now I'm hearing him, of course, complaining about getting up off the couch. And then once we got up, he's like, "Oh, yo, you gotta clean this house better." Like, I don't already know that, right? So, today is the 8th. I didn't even get a chance to eat breakfast yet because I had to run, basically get everything set up. This morning. I'm sorry, by the way, last night's demo or tour of what I wanted to show you on Silvermoon didn't come out right. Like everything else in life, it doesn't always go according to plan. Monica is still complaining. She's, of course, mad at just Miss Jamie. I don't know why. They can't talk to each other. Maybe because Miss Jamie's an Aries. I don't know. So just waking up myself, trying to get the advertising out. It's too bad you only can pin one message, because if I could pin them all, then I could, make it easy for you to find them all with the stores and things like that. You know what? Can I have multiple pins? Can I have multiple pins? That's a great question, because if I could pin multiple messages. Let's see. Oh, I can replace the pin message. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, yeah, I made a pin message about the Patreon page. So, as you can see, you can tell I'm kind of bright-eyed, bushy tails, because the ears are up. But it's morning. How you doing, little kitty? Now, like I said, as says me this morning, he says, "I find it hard to get off the couch. Can we raise the couch up somehow?" I said, well, if we had something like strung milk crates or cinder blocks, we could have done something. Problem is we can't easily get to the home improvement store to get milk crates or cinder blocks or 5-gallon buckets or whatever. So, I'm trying to find a way to keep this place from getting to be too chaotic. And, yeah, I'm glad you're doing okay. So anyway, like I said, the bull slept tonight. He got a good night's sleep out of the deal, which is good for him. He needed it. I got it. I got lots of sleep. 8 a.m. came up. I got up, started getting ready, and of course, he needed help to get off the couch. And so I helped him off the couch because he's still trying to get his couch legs back. And he said to me, "This place is still a disorganized, disheveled mess." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. But when my knee injury was for 2 years, I didn't really have much strength to do much." And so, how you doing, Skynet? Let me get your needs up. I didn't say I never have a morning needs at all. I just don't usually do them. But, yeah, let me willing to talk a little bit. So, like I said, I'm just a little bit in a hurry because of the reason that I didn't even get a chance to even get a bowl of cereal in. Because he wanted me to try to organize some papers and stuff, and then it ended up becoming a cleaning project in its own right. And, yeah. It just ended up becoming a cleaning project in its own right. Oh, it's not the right link. Oh, sorry. Just working on it. Just so anyway, I kind of got up, and so that's what I did. I just got paste. Just generally morning show, morning presentation. It's the first, it's yesterday's show was supposed to be a quick tour or something in Silvermoon, and it ended up basically becoming a much more difficult proposition. And when I tried to restream it, I go and Discord and stuff all at once. It just kind of basically dropped the frame rates into the socks. And so up now, obviously, Monica this morning was whining, just Miss Jamie. Why can't people just get along, for God's sakes? It's almost always yelling at each other in the morning shows. How are you doing, Blazing Leo? Yeah. What's that? Death Koki Opera, and was running if any guy's a fan of Death Clock. Never heard of Death Clock. Yeah, well, anyway, like I said, this morning she was complaining at me. She was yelling at just Miss Jamie in the Discord, and I was like, God, could we ever just have a day when we can just be cordial to each other instead of having to get into a fight over everything? Even the simplest things sets off everybody. Okay, Skynet ready to come on. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Michelle.
How you doing?
I said good morning.
Yeah, I said good morning to you too. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I just heard you say you want a nice morning show where we can be cordial to each other.
I'd
So
like
let's
to see that
do it.
every day, not just in the morning show.
Well, right. We should do it more at night. And I heard about the night show that you guys did with Ed, and it didn't go too well. I'm sorry about that. I hope you let Ed know I wasn't there, and that wasn't me. I don't know what occurred, but I'm sorry that I didn't make it, because I really asked Ed. I was like, "Hey, Ed, here's $4 to come on the show and talk about trades this weekend," and then I didn't even show up, so I feel real bad. I hope he forgives me. You think Ed will forgive me, Michelle?
Yeah, I forgive you, but like I said, right now he's getting back his couch legs now, so it's like
couch legs. Nice.
He has a hard time getting off the couch because it's so low to the ground. And I said, well, if we had some cinder blocks, we could have put the couch on cinder blocks, and then you would have been higher up.
Now here's a crazy idea, but why don't you just get him a cane?
He's using my walker. I'm sure he can get a cane from his doctor when he sees the doctor on the 20th.
What does the doctor need to prescribe a cane for? I mean, isn't that something you can just purchase?
If he gets a doctor prescribed, he can get it on Medicare for free.
Okay. I mean, yeah, free is hard to argue with, so.
Yeah, free is good, especially if it's gonna give him what he needs. Because we can buy him a cane or a walker or a toilet riser seat. That's not a problem. But right now, I only got $35 in the checking account right now because
How much more do you need for Ed I mean, to get out of. Let me start over. How much money? How much more? All right, this is the last time. How much more money do you need for YouTube to give you the money that you've acquired from us?
For
How much
everyday
more?
for everyday living
Yeah.
expenses, we have to get at least
No,
100
no, 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 no. I mean, like you had to make $100 before YouTube would give you
pays
the
me,
money.
right?
How much are you short?
I'm short about 30.
Still short 30? Well,
Yeah.
I was talking it over with the boys, and I don't think that they're necessarily on the same path that I am. But I'd be willing to support you for $1 per hour that you take phone calls. $1 per hour.
I never said we couldn't take phone calls. I said we would consider doing the phone calls for the night show.
Well, did you hear what I just said?
You said you'd give me $100 if we took phone calls.
No, I did not say I would give you $100 if we took phone calls. That was completely off what I said.
Right now
I
we're
said
back
$1.
down. Right now,
I said
right now we're
I
back to
said
$66 again.
I said $1 per hour. I will give you $1 per hour that you take phone calls, but you have to take phone calls that entire hour. You can hang up on them. You can, I'll give you like 1 minute. You can turn off the phones for a minute, but for 1 hour, every hour that you do it, that's $1. And then maybe you can get some other people here.
Well,
Like I can't do this every day, because I'm sure
excuse me, I
you
don't
could
do a
figure
night
out.
show. I don't do a night show every day either. Don't.
Oh shit, Leo's down for another $1 an hour. We might
Thank
be
you
able
very
to get
much,
you up
Middle
to
Kitty. Much
$3 an hour,
appreciated.
but so far you're at $2 an hour, Michelle. $2 an hour to take phone calls.
I'll think about it. Right now, the thing
That's not too
is,
bad.
can I finish what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Okay, I did a live show impromptu yesterday, and it was. I felt bad. It came out like chop suey when I was trying to show people the other side of Silvermoon, which is the most beautiful part of the city. Is the part that most people don't even see about it. It's almost like a little quiet.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean to cut you off. I know you were talking about the Silvermoon yesterday, but Metal Kitty just donated
Yes, I know. I
$5.
said thank you.
And Sultan 2001 is saying hello. You remember him? He's from the United Arab Emirates.
Yes, I know. I know.
He is royalty.
I can't teach you grammar because grammar isn't is something you just pick up from everyday context.
Tell you what, Sultan, do you have Skype? If you have Skype, which I believe should be free in your country, you can call Michelle and we can talk to you. And Michelle will teach you what she knows. I'll teach you what I know. And if you feel like donating oil or crude oil to Michelle, we can convert that into money. Did you have a good Labor Day, Michelle?
Yeah, I got good sleep.
No, Labor Day. Labor Day. Did you have a good Labor Day?
Boring. I didn't do
Yeah,
much.
I hear you. It was kind of quiet over here. It was a quiet Labor Day.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Labor Day. I like it that, it's a day off from working. Who doesn't like a day off?
Well,
But,
I'm sure that there have been a lot of mothers that were in labor on Labor Day,
ooh.
taking care of the kids, giving birth to kids.
Isn't there, like, you're not supposed to wear white the day after Labor Day or something like that?
Well, let's put it this way: I didn't do crap on Labor Day, except trying to figure out what I was supposed to do for the next few days after I got all the bills paid.
Okay, Sultan says that he speaks English.
He speaks English. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I I woke up this morning, got ready to
Uh huh.
go, and of course Ed needed me to help him get off the couch because he didn't quite have his couch legs yet.
Is Ed sleeping on the couch these days?
Uh, right now he's laying on the bed right now. He was on the couch all night last night. I
Oh,
slept
that's
good.
cool.
I got my needed sleep. I didn't have window fan tinnitus this morning, which is nice.
Holy shit. Leo says she donates blood for money. What do you think of that?
Um, but
What do you think of donating blood for money, Michelle?
I don't even plasma. I don't even know if where to donate it. I don't even know if donation. We need blood, yeah, but it's like
Really? Your first question is where to donate it? My first question is how much money am I looking at getting? You know?
Well, I know men donate their own sperm. That I know. That makes
Right,
sense.
and well, okay, that one I don't really necessarily care how much money I get. I am more in your boat where I just want to know where do I go to do this.
I don't know. I know we can donate blood. It's usually the Red Cross has their blood drives.
I mean, technically I donate it every night, but I just don't give it to the doctor.
Yeah. So anyway, the point is it means that any way we can better clean up this place. I said, yeah, if we can get a couple people help us get things that we can't reach easily. He said, like, this place is always so disheveled. I was like, yeah, I know. It's when you got bum knees, you only can reach so many places to put things before it gets too hard to get anything out of there.
Yeah, I got to keep Ed moving. Ed's got to stay moving. If he gets couch locked or bed locked, he's not going to be moving very easily the next day, as you saw. Have him stand up, have him sit down, have him.
Well, I do agree with one thing he said, Michelle. He says if we had a car, we could have gotten the extra things that we needed. I said, yeah, I know, but we don't know where we're gonna get the money for a car. He has a driver's license, but he has no car. We have step
Yeah,
stools. We have a special shower.
a stool is something you stand on top of, like a step, but you
Yeah,
can
I know
move
what
it
a step stool
around.
is.
What?
But the thing is that um, I was trying to get things done yesterday. We got things done, but then again, like uh, we got some more things to do today. I gotta do meals on feet. I gotta hope there's good food at the kitchen today because I'm so sick of eating.
Poop and
Going
pee.
there and grabbing food that he can't eat, and then realize that I can't eat half of it either.
You're welcome. Yeah, that sucks. You
Actually, that's
you have to
actually
be very.
that's an interesting choice of the word stool because that's actually what it meant was poop. But then there was also there was a position in royalty for the groom of the stool, which sounds kind of gross when you think about what the poor schmuck did. Basically, he cleaned the chamber pot after the king was done using it.
Yeah, no topic is taboo here. If you want to talk about poop, we'll talk about poop. You want to talk about
Yes, there are
chairs?
some things that are taboo per YouTube. Anything controversial, anything that may offend advertisers is taboo. The problem
Are
is
you talking
YouTube
like the
doesn't
seven
make it
dirty
very
words?
easy to determine which ones are taboo and which ones are not.
Michelle, do you know what the 7 dirty words are?
I don't know about the 7 dirty words, but I do know a couple words that YouTube particularly gets triggered by, which I'm not saying here.
Nope. This was 7 Dirty Words by George Carlin.
I'm not.
You know who George Carlin is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I was just.
But the words have been the list has been added to since George Carlin. As far as YouTube is concerned.
Right. Because these are shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker.
That's enough. I don't think we need to go through the list.
For the 7 words. Now, those aren't too taboo, are they?
No, but try the newest words. Critical race theory.
Oh, God.
End with the 7 letters.
Oh.
And those 2 words will really get your videos demonetized. Oh, did I forget the word COVID? Yeah, they'll get your videos demonetized.
Well, that wasn't me. That was all you, Michelle. I didn't say any of those words, so don't get mad at me.
That.
All right. Now, if they come back to you and they're like, hey, you said shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
Well, I won't say anything about that.
Then you can be like, hey, Skynet. Going a little too far with the words.
This is stupid, the way that the language is. How old are you guys? I'm 27 and I'm 53. I think Skynet's closer to your age. What are you, 35, 36?
35. I'll be 36 this year, guys.
Leo's 43. Well, where's Paul, by the way?
Paul? I don't know. I didn't see him up yet this morning. Let's see. I'll try messaging him.
I just
says he's offline, so.
Like I said, I mean, I had a fairly good morning show or afternoon show yesterday. I was gonna go through and show you guys my favorite spot, Silvermoon, where the railroad tracks come out of. The old former exit, which used to be a dock. It used to be a boat that used to go over to the Sunwell, and I guess after Erithus they tore that up, but then they blocked off the front gate. But it's still there. You can see where the front gate is. It's really pretty. But I think that it would be nice. Like I said, the railroad goes right through it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, well, most tourists just tend to sleep long days. Paul's a tourist, too.
Yup.
I think typically is.
Now, how come? Never mind. So, yeah. So, what's the plan, Michelle? When are we doing a night show again so I can let my crew know to be there or be square?
I might do a night show. I don't know. Depends how I
feel. You talking today?
I'm talking to Ed, yeah. He's in a better mood today.
Who, Ed?
Yeah.
He's awake right now? I thought he was sleeping.
He went to sleep on the bed. For like we usually do in the morning shows, when he usually takes the bed, and then I usually around after lunch, I usually just slide into bed too and sleep along with him because I'm usually bored or I'm watching the news.
Well, if you let me know in advance.
Well, we were going to do shows, talk live shows at night at 7 on Saturdays.
It's just, that's so far away. You know what I mean?
It's not really. It's already Wednesday morning.
I know it's Wednesday. And since it's one day a week, I can't, it's harder to
Actually, it's not even a guitar.
There.
I'm playing the springs in my microphone stand.
She's a good guitar slapper.
Right now, I'm using my fingernails as picks.
Have you ever tried putting the vibrator near the springs?
I did, actually. It irritated the hell out of everybody.
Where is the old vibrator? Did you try using it on Ed and his gout?
Yeah, he tried it on his knee. It didn't do a lot for him, but he doesn't have gout right now. He's got regular osteoarthritis, and he's stiff because he hadn't walked for so long. So he's starting to walk around more.
All right, so Sultan 2001 says he loves King Gawa, the Gazard with the laser wizard.
I don't know who that is.
I think it's related to Mother Asna. King Gawa? Are you talking King Gaia?
Gaia is a woman. She's not a guy.
Well, maybe in Saudi Arabia it's a man.
I don't think so. What they had left of their own gods at one time, though. Before
Love juice. Love juice. Michelle, have you ever tried love juice?
No.
Sultan, where can we buy some love juice?
I don't know. It doesn't sound exciting to me.
You don't want to fall in love with Ed or have Ed fall in love with you? Or I mean, you wouldn't ever make a spell potion, a love potion?
I don't know. But wait, the thing is so I have an idea for the video like I was showing you guys, if I can get a good shot of it, is I was thinking of the song by Debbie Boone called You Light Up My Life, and I was thinking about translating it into Thalassian. But I don't know if all the words exist in Thalassian.
I don't even know how to read that language, so it just looked like gibberish to me.
Well, I gotten pretty good at languages over the years.
You got what?
Of course, I mean, like, I can almost do this, another song that'd be kind of cool to sing while you're sitting by the other entrance of Thalas, Quel'Thalas, which is by the sea. You can almost sing sitting on the top of the bay.
That's a good song. You like that song, Michelle?
The tides roll in, sitting on the top of the bay, wasting time. The only thing is, I don't know what the word bay is in Thalassian.
You didn't mute me, did you? Because that was me doing that.
Please, too much information. I don't need that in the morning.
What did he say?
Right there on the screen. You read it.
Truck stop bathrooms are the best place. I don't think it's very cold. Like, I'm pretty sure, for high quality love juice, you want that cold,
Well, I know right now that the situation with temperatures today is not going to be so cold. It's going to be high at 27 today.
Oh. Are you ready for it, Michelle?
Yeah.
It's getting back to your stomping ground.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can get some more of these springs in different lengths. I wonder if I can get these in different lengths and tune them.
Now, for everybody who's here who might not have been here last year, this woman is not only an elf, a blood elf, but she is also a snow queen.
North American
and she controls the weather, Sultan 2001.
In the wintertime, yeah.
She controls the weather She can make snow come to America. She has a personal lifeline with a goddess.
How you doing, just Miss Jamie?
And she talks to no one except for us.
Well, I'm still trying to grow my channel, though.
Yep. Cucumber juice. Michelle, do you like cucumbers?
Not really.
Really? Do you like carrots?
Yeah, I carrots.
Okay.
Do you know originally carrots used to be green?
What?
I said carrots used to be green in the Middle Ages.
I'm gonna need some proof.
But through years of different grafting and growing techniques, they managed to turn them orange.
Wow. So green carrots are actually aphrodisiacs.
They have vitamin K, which is good for your eyes.
Well, I mean, that's all well and good, but green carrots will turn people horny.
No doubt, colorless people are starting to go crazy like last year, but yeah.
People are starting to go crazy. Do you have any videos or like any source for the craziness? Because I love to watch crazy people.
Yeah.
Michelle, do you ever like search on YouTube for crazy people?
No.
No?
Like I said, I'm into the sciences and the things like that, so news and sciences.
Have you seen the targeted individuals?
No.
You've never seen, have you ever heard of targeted individuals?
Well, right now, the people that right now have unemployment right now are certainly going to be looking for jobs now. The only problem is we are a bit short of job creation right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of kicking ourselves in the foot. We don't really have any production jobs. We got rid of all the factory jobs.
Yeah. China's got them all. A job that some people could start right after high school, they're pretty much gone now.
Yeah. By just the senior high.
I don't remember what an adverb is.
Oh, shit. You want me to pull up the... Here, I'll pull it up for you. You think Schoolhouse Rock is copywritten?
What?
I said, do you think Schoolhouse Rock is copywritten? Do I have to sing it for you? If I sing it for you, is it copywritten? Michelle, are you banging away on the microphone right now?
Yeah, just jamming a little bit. I gotta get my spring practice in sometime.
Anyway. Lolly, get your adverbs here. Remember that one, Michelle?
Yeah. Saudi Arabia.
An adverb is a word that modifies a verb. It modifies an adjective or else another adverb. And you see that it's positively very, very necessary. Lolly lolly, get your adverbs here.
Okay.
You get it?
Right. So it modifies a verb. So like
Modifies an action.
implies action like quickly run to the store. Quickly would be the adverb.
Yep.
Run is the verb, and
exactly.
the direct object is the store.
Now, do you know what a conjunction junction is?
Yeah, and but nor court and yeah, and or but nor not.
Nice. We're teaching Sultan 2001 good today.
But you need to know that nor is actually stands for not or. It's a short word. Okay, not negates. In other words, if I say do not run in the hall, it means run in the hall you do not do. Okay. If I say I want coffee nor tea, that means I don't want coffee nor do I want tea.
10,000 in the bank.
Sometimes it ends up as a double negative, which gets confusing. When you say, I do not want coffee nor tea or tea. Sometimes you seem to say, I want coffee nor tea, but then you might say, well, that means you want one or the other. No, it means, in that form, it means I don't want either one. If they were entitled, they would have to pay it back. Unemployment? I don't think there were too many people.
I think they're talking about illegal aliens. This is getting a little. You're talking about illegal aliens?
There's coffee and noun, yes.
I feel like Sultan 2001 is like a 9-year-old kid in Saudi Arabia that should be in his class, but he's hanging out with the Snow Queen. Michelle, what do you think about having a kids show?
No.
Where you teach like language and...
I'm not a grammarian. I'm not good at that stuff.
You're not a what?
Grammarian.
You're not a grammarian?
I have a friend that investigates the financial stuff. There's a lot of scammers in the world. Yeah, they're the ones that talk about crypto, tell you to join on the WhatsApp page to fleece you for money. Sometimes if they...
Did you say the wetback?
I said crypto. Oh. Then they tell you to go onto their WhatsApp page.
WhatsApp. Alright, I need to have some coffee. I'll be right back.
Did I get yes, I got the rest last night. Ed did too. A wet nap is when you basically start having nocturnal utterance when you're sleeping. Taking a nap.
Michelle, do you know what a WAP is?
No.
WAP?
White Anglo-Protestant.
No. I'll give you a hint. The first word is wet.
Oh.
Okay. I'll give you a second word, so that way you only have to guess the third one. Ass. The second word is ass.
All right, that's enough. Right now, I didn't even get my tea this morning. I'm not even awake yet.
I'm sorry. I'm overloaded, Michelle, this morning. I'm sorry, Michelle. I'll calm down a bit. What would you like to talk about, Michelle?
What is mean burgers?
What is burgers?
That are made terribly and burnt to a crisp in a grill.
Well, burgers, I've heard them described as meatballs that were flattened.
I never heard of that.
Apparently, that's how burgers came to be. It was like this guy that made meatballs, and this guy was all like, "Here, put it in a sandwich for me. I gotta go."
Oh,
And
someday.
that's how they made.
Speaking of music, someday I'm gonna get my violin. I keep talking about.
Please do. It's only
Or
like
maybe I'll get a
$60.
viola instead.
Aren't those heavy?
No, violins and violas are not necessarily heavy.
I thought violas were stand-ups.
Those are cellos.
Oh, that's what I want.
You can also have a bass cello, which is even bigger than a regular cello. Something Davey 504 would love to hear, right? Play me a bass cello. Sure. Pull the biggest string.
Yep, I want one. How much do you think those run?
No, a viola is actually a little bit bigger than a violin. The violin is actually smaller than a viola.
Oh, shit.
The strings on the viola very closely match those of a cello as far as order.
Uh-huh.
It's the violin that has A, D, G, E. The viola doesn't have the same string positions. They have D, A, G. Wait a minute, it's not right. That's not right. Wait a minute. D, H. They have an A string, A, D, G.
What do you know about the G string, though?
Which instrument?
We'll say the guitar.
Guitar is the lowest string. Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's the highest pitch string. So the highest pitch one? Which octave? I guess that's what I need to ask by. Because, I mean, it talks about the G string, but it's actually not the biggest string. In most cases, the A string is actually the biggest string. For example, on a cello and then on the viola, the A string is actually the heaviest string of all. Can speak with anyone? Probably. Remember when...
What about A minor?
What?
A minor?
A minor is just a chord.
But you never want to be caught with the G string. And A minor.
By the way, if you want to hear someone play a mean electric violin, there's videos of people playing the violins with effects pedals.
Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds, Michelle?
Of course I've seen it.
Of course I've seen that movie. What kind of nerd do you take me for? Which one do you like best?
I don't know. I don't remember all the nerds. I think Lamar is kind of fun, but he's a bit nerd in a different way. He's more of a showman nerd.
You like Lamar?
I like Lamar because of his showmanship, yeah, but I
didn't even really think he was a nerd, though.
And don't forget, in the end, in the third Revenge of the Nerds movie, Booger becomes a nerd. No, Ogre became a nerd. That's right. I forgot. I get mixed up between all the different nerd movies. There's 3 of them. Booger was always the nerd. He was the lawyer one.
Back then, the gays were nerds. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I guess, the gay scene back in the 80s wasn't that good, so you just studied a lot and you hoped that you would find another gay lover, while you're studying, I guess. I don't know.
There was
How
just
the fuck did they even date?
the LGBTQY group was just starting to get its growth after Stonewall, 1969. That's when they started
But how
to
did
see
they
it
have
starting
sex,
to become
Michelle?
mainstream back in the 1980s in TV and movies.
How did they have sex, Michelle?
Yeah.
No, how did they have sex?
I don't know. I don't go into that, guys, honestly.
Well, how did they date? Did you have any, dates or anything of the opposite sex?
No.
Well, I feel like there would have to be, hand signals or body language or
I'm really
clothing
kind of
type.
just not in the mood to go into this right now, if you don't mind.
Sure, I'm sorry. We were just talking about Revenge of the
listen,
Nerds.
I'll tell you what. I'll talk to you probably for a night show tonight. That's all.
All right, Michelle.
All right, bye-bye.
No problem. Bye-bye.
All right, so I need a break from this. This is not the kind of talk in the morning. I really can't handle this in the morning. All right, so let's cover the things we can cover in the morning, okay? Because we missed as our major show moneymaker. This is the one that is kind of like, let's get up, let's start talking about reality. Okay, yeah, there's 4 Revenge of the Nerds movies. I think there should always have been a 5th one. Revenge of the Nerds, The Next Generation. Revenge of the Nerds, Next Generation. That sounds good. We might have a nice show tonight, yeah. What I was trying to say was, I'm sorry that we did not get a chance to have a good tour of this spot of Silvermoon. I wanted to show you the I guess the Discord was sucking all the bits out of the network, and I don't know anything of Napoleon Dynamite. It's to me, it's like a Monday morning. It's basically the first live show of a decent show since shopping on Tuesday. Whatever, Nerds in Space, that'd be interesting. I always thought kind of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy would have been like a Nerds in Space. Kind of. Saffold, Brittle Box, Arthur Dent, and Trillian, and Marvin, the Paranoid Android. Yeah, I am the robot with high intelligence, and I'm stuck doing this menial job of hauling you to the bridge. More like a grouchy android. I hate my job. I hate my life. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. So anyway, this morning I come on Discord, and I'm hearing already from the beginning, before I even stepped even 1 minute in Discord for even 1 minute, I was suddenly hear about Monica is picking on Just Miss Jamie. Just Miss Jamie is picking on Monica, and it's like, come on, guys. Can't you guys be civil anywhere? Can you guys not work it out? And then she says, then Monica said to me, you hang out with jerks. I don't want to be your friend anymore. What is that? Why do you have to defend me? I didn't do anything. I'll just walk up there. I have gotten soup. Yeah. It's a carryover in the name from the days of the Great Depression, or Great Depression 1, I should call it. Because, guys, the sad truth is we are living in another Great Depression again in this country. Well, she's no longer a mod here. Don't worry about Monica. She's a grown woman. I don't really know one thing about. I don't like I said. I don't want to pick sides on anybody's side. I'm just saying is that some of the situation that keeps happening on this channel just irks me. I don't care who's who, what's who, what they say, who's what's when, where, and what. I just basically want to focus on doing a good show and trying to have content that people enjoy coming back to. I'm not in. The food sucks. And it's expensive. Besides, I need the walking exercise to keep my legs working. Now, I wonder if I could buy more springs of this size, material, different lengths, and if I could make a frame to hold it and put some guitar tuners on it so I can pull the strings to different tensions to create different notes. Yeah, I know she's cool, people. She's dedicated to helping her local community, which is something I believe in. You know, it's proof in the pudding. Yeah, well, she got mad at me. I don't know why she was yelling at me in a private message. She was yelling at me. About saying, complaining about people. It's like, why are you complaining about people? Why do you want to defend me? What did I do? I don't know. So, like I said, just trying to enjoy my days best I can. Today's gonna be warmer, but tomorrow will be back to cooler temperatures. And let me get the weather forecast, and then I'll probably go make my tea. What is the weather in Winston, Connecticut?
It's currently clear and 24 degrees in Winston, Connecticut.
Right. Expected high today is going to be 26, according to this. Thursday will be 21. Friday will be 20. Saturday will be 23. The temperatures are starting to reach what we call trying to reach fall equilibrium. And it's gonna be in the lower 20s for the rest of the week. In the daytimes, the highs are gonna be low mid teens. So it's gonna cool down, and that's a good thing. Because now my electric bill is gonna go down, which is great. We didn't talk about the electric bill. I should talk about my utility bills. Very simply enough is that When we were running the air conditioner this summer, it was like averaging about $140 to $160 a month. And I can't afford to pay those kind of bills when I'm not bringing any money in from YouTube at all. Really. I so much need to bring in more revenue for YouTube. Right, absolutely. What kind of robot would you suggest? I mean, we have a lot of different bots for different things, but in private conversations, it's not going to do you a damn bit of good. Yeah, you're probably right about the control factor. I don't disagree with that. Speaking of the ads, you know, we run both kinds. We both the skippable and the non-skippable ads. I don't know which ones bring more revenue in, but I'll tell you what. Sometimes the ads do catch my attention when I watch them on other channels. Some of them just kind of interest me, so I watch them. But some of the ads just don't really speak to me. And some of the ads I would like to see them again because, like, there was one about this handheld book reader laser thingy. You put it on the page of a book, and it turns like it reads the text of your book to you, so you can see what the book's saying. Well, we're trying to, but the thing is that we got to keep the phone calls within reason. Lately, we've been using the Google Voice app, but every time the phone calls come up, the first they come up like before they actually can stabilize and we can talk. Yeah, they're really long ones, but even the short ones are getting longer too. But Sekrill, how you doing? Some of the ads are just too short though. Like one that says, "Come sign up for this new product that's going to make your electric bill lower. Go to www.savemoneywithus.com." Well, what is the website for? You know, it doesn't really explain. Give me a 15-second ad, at least where the person, or 30-second ad, where they clearly explain in short what they're trying to sell you. If it's something like that, I'll watch it. If it's something like that kind of a simple ad, like that doesn't tell you nothing, that kind of bites. You know, it's like they're trying to hook you, but they're not really necessarily hooking you in the way that you want to be hooked. You know. No, and I use an ad blocker on my own home computer, but that's why I don't get mad when people do. Because some of the ads are just damn annoying anyway. I don't use one on my phone, so I see the ads on my phone. I get revenue when you watch YouTube Red, though, or YouTube Premium, or whatever it's called these days. But that's expected. But then you're not getting fronted by ads either. I remember back in the 1980s, everybody was talking about pay channels like HBO and Cinemax, and they were saying, like, you know, you pay this price per month in your cable bill and you don't get advertising. Well, maybe that was true back in the 1980s. But that sure ain't true today. Because now, those companies will advertise their own wares between movies sometimes. Cable TV back in the 80s. There was something that was a real... It did exist. It did exist for a valid reason, especially in the cities, because getting a rooftop reception in the cities was very difficult, especially with the high buildings. But the thing was, some people had the misnomer of thinking, well, if I'm paying, back then, say $30 a month, I shouldn't have to watch advertisements on your TV channels. Well, that's not the way it works, but nice idea, but after all, I'm a TV. A lot of people don't have cable anymore. I don't even have it. I never had cable since I moved in here. I had a satellite dish, which was nice, but just like cable. How many reruns of Pawn Stars can you watch in a single day before you basically get sick of hearing about Rick and his pawn shop? American Restoration was pretty good, though. I like that show. Showing how they can refurbish something and make it new again. I know some people said to me is, why don't you retrobrite your microwave oven front face? Like, what's the point? All microwaves in my area all have that yellow front face, some more than others. Back in the day before there were ads, more afros and braids. Oh, wait. Okay, I get it. I mistakenly misread that. Sorry about that. Anyway. So, morning shows are usually when I kind of wake up and try to get my things organized for the day. Try to figure out the plans. Like some people ask me about, when are we going to have another live stream at night? I don't know. I had one that was impromptu yesterday, and nobody really came. Although I admit it wasn't announced and it wasn't promoted very well. And so it just wasn't promoted. It was just me just coming on real quick. We're streaming on multiple media sites. Remember, because the video is called Let the Games Begin. Well, you know what the thing is? Let the Games Begin. I already had that one already loaded in my OBS, so I decided to, because I was so late, I said, screw it, just use it. Maybe I can get more people to watch the show. And so that's pretty much what happened. And right now, viewership's dropping again. Of course it is. Most people are working, so that's probably why. They're not going to sit there and listen to me while they're trying to listen to their boss at a board meeting or something, Well, Big Wolf came into the restaurant I used to work at 5 years ago. Nice guy. What does the scissors mean on the top of the chat? I can record your stream. You can record a segment of it for the Google Shorts or YouTube Shorts. You can snip a 30-second piece. I always thought Google Shorts was kind of stupid because it was like, why did you even come up with this thing? People were making shorts videos anyway. Anybody who could even I could do it even on my desktop. I mean, how hard is it to go ahead on a desktop? I mean, it's a little longer, but you could go ahead and cut a piece of video, splice them together, and less than 30 seconds to go short. What YouTube's trying to do is trying to become a TikTok. And the thing is, that isn't so bad in its own right. But speaking of boss, who's going to deal with the fact that all those people now have to find jobs because unemployment's have run out? I have empathy for you guys because you guys knew that the unemployment was going to run out. But now you have to find work. So some people were making more money on unemployment than they were when they were working. Not surprising. Some states did, yes. Some states also had their own eviction moratoriums in effect also. But it's not going to help it when you can't afford to buy a new apartment. These apartments right now, the rents are getting ridiculously high. And people are just not bringing in the revenue they need to pay the bills. There probably are a lot of jobs in some fields, but a lot of people are saying is that they don't pay good enough or they're below their station. Well, you know what? I'd rather have a job that pays me something than have nothing at all. That's a plain fact. Yeah, I know some places are. Some employers are now paying really good money out of their own. I know Amazon is giving a high starting wage of $17 an hour in some places. I'm not surprised that the minimum wage hike didn't go through. I'm not surprised at all. Right. Pretty much. It's just a skeleton crew at most McDonald's these days. I went to the McDonald's with Krista on Tuesday, and there was like nobody in the dining room. It was open, but there was no one there. The drive-thru wasn't super busy either, but we didn't go through the drive-thru. Well, right now my viewership is all over the freaking place. All you see is Amazon vans around here. And a huge distribution center in southern New Hampshire. I saw an Amazon van one day when I was walking to CBS. And then right behind it was a regular Postal Service van. Right behind that was a regular UPS van. Maybe they all were delivering products to the same house. Who knows? We, as a country, have, unfortunately, the pandemic is creating a problem where people are not physically getting out of the house anymore. I don't know anything about that. Let me go make my tea real quick. I'll still talk to you while I make my tea because it won't take that long. Just, that's the other reason I had to get Skynet off because I can't have him on when I'm making tea. Because it's really distracting for me and you and... Oh, I just... He says, you're always so gung-ho, hurry up and get on the morning show. I said, yeah, well, you know what? The morning show is the one show today that is a regular thing that keeps me going. socialization factor. We just don't have it anymore. Everybody today is always doing their own thing, doing their own music, what's their own custom playlists, programs. They don't use even say hello to each other anymore. Somehow I keep thinking it's the words from the song, the sound of silence, where I sang in Garfunkel. Very good song that describes me. Everything that's happening with social media. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god that they made. In the words it was forming, and sending warnings in the words it was forming. And the words are written on the prophets and the attendant walls and stuff like those. Something like that. Okay, and it's like we have gone from a culture we used to have throughout history. Humanity always had activities to do with the community, and nowadays we don't do that anymore. We don't have festivals as much, or communities where we get together and talk to each other in person. It's all being done over little wire copper pieces. We don't even see each other. Some people can't even read each other's facial cues. I think in some ways we're isolating each other. I don't know. It's just weird when you think about it. How much we gave up community. What is community? Let's take about the drama community. I might as well throw this term out because this is a common term. We hear it a lot, right? The bottom of YouTube is another one. They call themselves communities. What about the communities that you live in? I don't even know my neighbors. Not really. I mean, I met them quickly, but I didn't really talk to them. I don't know about that, but I just try to say is that back before the computer, before the telephone, even before the radio and television, people used to get together at activities, social events. We don't do that anymore. We all sit in our own little pods of mediocrity, don't do nothing, don't talk to each other, don't know if we can trust anybody. Everybody's sitting there with their own modus operandi, they're all thinking of their own things, but the truth is, we just don't have a community. I mean, even the drama community, for example, from what I've seen, doesn't seem like much of a community. Seems like you're a bunch of people that just tear each other apart over and over again. Well, some would say, yeah, but the social media basically allows us to get together and wait for people who can't because of distance. Yeah, for example, I could be sharing a conversation with somebody, say, in England or in Germany or France or, even Australia, New Zealand. You can't do that unless they came to you physically in the old days. Or in your community, talking in your local town square. And I think in some ways the old ways was better because that means it made it a little more magical when a foreigner comes over and you start talking about things, comparing countries, lives. We don't have that anymore. Today you can go on any website you want. You can think of all you can about a foreign country far away. And then you find out that really they're not that different than you. The food may be different, but they still have their own similar everyday life concerns just like you do. It all went downhill after Blackbuster video went out of business. No, went down way before that, honey. Trust me. Used to be that you would get to know your neighbors and talk to them at least a little bit. Maybe you share a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, maybe even a couple of hamburgers in the barbecue in the summertime. It's not the case anymore. People don't even talk to each other anymore at all in person. Why bother? I got a cell phone. I can text you. I don't even know if people can read each other's facial expressions that well anymore. That's a reality. I really wish we could, give you a little stance on this. I need help. How you doing, Pansy? Welcome to the show. I saw pictures of you. On one of the pictures, you look like you're a nice older person. I don't know anything about you personally. I watched a little one of your shows. Sounds like you cover things that are pretty much down to earth for the most part on your channel. I'm sure that maybe on your channel you probably covered some of the same things I'm talking about right now. I'm sure that Rosie Kelly has too. Which is what has happened to the socialization of this world. We don't talk to each other in person, face to face anymore. It all become a matter of basically just getting on the phone and Skyping somebody or typing at them, but they don't really. I think the saddest thing is I've ever seen is when you go into a restaurant, you see a family sitting together. The son and the daughter got the phones out and they're texting other people that are not there. Mom and dad are not even really doing any better. They're just sitting there and they're texting things on their phone. The meal was always supposed to be the time when families would get together. Because what? That's not what they're doing. Their bodies are there, but their minds are elsewhere. Okay, Michelle, GTG, catch you tonight if you have a night show. We'll see what happens. I don't see why we couldn't. Maybe I'll just have another gaming show. I don't know. But I'm sorry that the impromptu show yesterday, that the frame rate was a little bit lousy. I think the problem was maybe more restream IO than here. But just think about that stuff every now and then. Yeah, I know it fluctuates. I don't know why it does that. But as I try to grow my channel, I've been seeing that it's not always easy to keep an audience that's entrapped I shouldn't say the word entrapped. That's kind of implying something I'm not trying to imply. But there are always an audience that that turn the show on, that watch it from beginning to end. Some that are totally interested in what the content is, and some just because it's good background noise watched or when they're doing their homework or stuff. That's fine too. What's really sad is people sitting at a table and texting each, not bother talking but texting. Well, that's what the Songs of Silence was. The Sounds of Silence was about. When you think about it, Simon and Garfunkel wrote that song for the movie they're called The Graduate, and yet here you have everything he's talking about in the song is coming to pass even now in the 21st century. People talking without listening, people seeing without looking, people writing songs that voices will never share. No one dares. And the sign sent out its warnings in the words it was forming. For the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls. That's really a dark song when you think about it. I mean, I took a poetry rap class when I was in high school, so I have a habit of actually kind of analyzing song lyrics to see what maybe is trying to be said in the song without, just looking at the surface meaning, trying to go deeper into the song. And one of the song pieces we had to look into was The Sound of Silence by Simon & Garfunkel. And if Paul Simon was alive today, he would be looking at the songs of his words and realize that he instead was actually foretelling the future, just like he did in the song Kodachrome. Don't take my Kodachrome away for the world. Everything looks worse in black and white. And then, of course, back in about 20 years later, Kodak stopped making Kodachrome in 1992. I do lots of music shows on my channel. It was impressive. Yeah, I don't do music shows on my channel, but I do music show on my Discord channel. In fact, if you go to my Patreon page, you can actually listen to the replays because I put the Discord shows on my Patreon page. So, yeah, check it out. Check out the Patreon page. For $10 a month, you can actually watch and listen to Silvermoon Radio. For $5 a month, you can listen to Silvermoon Radio. And be a lot of the other texts. Of course, on the Miser package, you can't listen to either one. Of course, you can watch the free views. So check out the Patreon page. Also, take a look at the Discord page too. That's where you'll find the AM 1610 Silvermoon Radio Show. That's Sunday night at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. We play all kinds of records. Yes, records, not MP3s, although we do play some MP3s too. I have a Garrard 205 or 210 turntable from 1962 that's restored. It's a record changer, and I'll plop on as many 6 or 7 records, randomly pulled out of my record stack, and we'll spin them up. Like on last Sunday, we played some Elton John, played some Stevie Nicks, we played some Burgess Meredith's music from How the West Was Won, TV show or movie. Some other records that most people never heard of. We play it all kinds of music. And we play it on Discord because then the way YouTube can't give us copyright strikes. Well, if you have a long enough reel to reel, 3,600 foot reels, recording at 1 7/8. Oh, maybe we don't even think about 1,800 foot would probably be fine for that. Maybe some people are. If you're recording at stereo, could be done. Used to do that in the radio as a kid. Used to record my favorite shows on reel-to-reel tape. Favorite music programs, I would record them, play them back a few days later. Whenever I wanted to hear some music from that, used to listen to a lot of Dr. Demento that way. Because it was late at night. I'd listen to it live too, but then I would just grab the cassette recorder, put in a 90-minute cassette, and just record Dr. Demento. I used to hate the fact I would get 45 minutes on the side of a cassette, but hell, it's better than nothing, I guess. So when the commercials were on, that's when I would basically just flip the tape over, rewind at the beginning, get past it later, and record the second part of the program. Yeah, I used to make mixtapes too. I have reel-to-reel tapes that are made that are still have them to this day that are super long. I mean, my God, three 3/4 inches per second, 4 tracks, and you would just basically one track is over recording in mono. You're like cramming like 3 hours, 6 hours of music. 96 minutes. 96 minutes. And an 18-foot reel-to-reel per track, per side. So if you were recording stereo, you could get 96 minutes per side. Flip the reel over, get another 96 minutes the other side, 3/4 inches per second. There were 4-inch floppies, yeah, they did exist. And a disc made them. They didn't really do very well with the format. I recorded a little piece of music on a 1.44 that was pretty small. I didn't get much recording time out of that. Yeah, me and my reel-to-reel deck go back a long way. I had a couple different ones. I had a Crestwood, I had a Sony, I have a Norelco Phillips, which is gonna need new belts. I want to get the new belts. I got to get the new clutch pads. I can get the clutch pads. Might have to make them custom though, because the clutch pads are long worn out. So I used to, because Ed asked me, he said, when are you ever going to fix your reel-to-reel deck? I said, as soon as I get the belt, I can get the clutch pads. It's not just a matter of just putting the belts on and snapped. It also means getting the clutch pads. And when you price how much things are to get from Germany, it's like, yow. It's shipping from overseas has gotten to be so expensive that you're just going to have to just deal without. He's like, yeah, but, you could record, even on 3/3 inches per second, 18-inch reels. You could store all that music. I said, yeah, some of the tapes I got, though, from other people are 7.5 inches per second, and there's no way to directly convert them into MP3s. One person recorded the music by plugging the turntable straight into their microphone input on the recording deck. Well, the equalization curve, and damn, they sound terrible. However, thanks to modern technology, we can kind of fix it now. As long as I can read the tape, right? Plug the tape into a preamp section. Phono preamp would actually work for that. I found my other phono preamp, by the way. I found the old one. See, I had 2 phono preamps. And, unfortunately, I thought Patty threw it out. I found it. This is the same preamp that's being used right now on the other system. It's a Pile PP444 mini phono preamp. And it's a magnetic phono preamp. I could use that with my reel-to-reel also. Just plug the reel-to-reel in it. Especially for those records where the person didn't record them with the proper equalization, I could just put that in there and finally get the equalization right. I still don't know if what are you talking about? So, So anyway, to make a long story short, is the I don't know what we're gonna do today. I don't know what the plans are for today. On to the stimulus. All I know is that the Medicare Improvement Act is in there. The Social Security improvements are definitely in there. Stimulus checks. I've been hearing we might get 2 more stimulus checks. $1,400 a piece. That would still be good, because at least because I need a new video. I need a video card with the EFI ROM so I can play World of Warcraft on the Mac. Because once this stuff's working on under High Sierra, I gotta upgrade to Mojave and El Capitan. I've invested too much of my time into playing World of Warcraft to lose out on that. So I mean, are we gonna get the stimulus check? I mean, the problem is that if they don't pass it, then they're gonna be, and a lot of people are gonna be very angry at Congress after they basically promised them things like the stimulus check. And this month of September, they are so backlogged in jobs. They got to vote on. They got to vote on the new budget. They got to vote on raising the debt ceiling. They could easily put that into the stimulus bill, raising the debt ceiling, or even the budget. But the thing is, are they going to do that? I don't know. I got a feeling by the time you finally get it, you probably might think of something a little bit more exciting than that. Because Ed was telling me, he says, I really wish they would give us a regular monthly stimulus check so that we could plan ahead and do things like we need to, instead of checks spread out all these weird times and periods in between, that we could have actually gotten things organized. And for people like me in Ed's income bracket, the checks do help, because that helps us to get the things that we need, like clothing, and he wants to get a car, and that's going to be important. Yeah. But the problem is Congress doesn't think like us, because they're well to do. So they got money to burn. So they're thinking, you know what, we'll throw them crumbs when we're good and ready. What was the Nancy Pelosi called the stimulus checks? Crumbs? Yeah, well, those crumbs count for something, especially when you fall behind your bills. Then they count. And it's essential. I know they did. I know it. Some of the used cars are going for more now than they did when they were new. Some of them are even selling for a higher value than the brand new cars. I don't understand the logic behind that. How could that be? Well, you know what? That's a great question. I don't know. It's already 11:33. Holy crap. Must have had a good show, because obviously it's already 11:33. I'm going to get ready to go meals and feet. But the point is, yeah, we're probably having a night show tonight. I don't know how many people are going to come to it. I don't know if it's going to be part of it or not. I can't tell you that yet. But you're right. Used cars prices have exploded to the sea, and so have rents. Think about rents, it's like landlord already owns property right now. He's just making money just by letting you borrow it, so to speak, for a price. But Stan says, MicheleMarieDalene, what's your plan B once the stimulus checks stop and the soup kitchen stops serving free lunch? I don't know. I have no plan B. I don't plan ahead like that far in advance. The soup kitchen right now is still serving, so That's part of the support network that helps keep people like me and Ed, going. I don't know how we would handle it if the closes. I mean, if we lived out in the sticks where there was no soup kitchen, I don't know how we would have handled that either. So I don't know. It's a great question, though. But anyway, I gotta get ready to go to the soup kitchen, get the food, and come back and see what they got for lunch. Don't have a lot of money to work with right now. Stimulus check is gonna be helpful, but we don't know when that's coming. Right now, YouTube, I need more money. I still don't got enough money to go ahead and keep the YouTube going, because I'm not gonna get paid $100 this month if I don't get no more donations. Well, some people are good at that. Some people are not. But anyway, that's another story for another show. Alright, guys, listen, I gotta go. To everybody, thank you for coming to the show. I'm gonna see you later. See what we can do for tonight. Okay? So for now, you have a good day. Let's try to get some stuff done. See how everything's going on. So for now, you have a nice day, okay, guys? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.